Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here. Now we have a huge update in today's video with the H3H3 and Keemstar story, but before we get into that, the first story today is going to be a bit more lighthearted. This comes from PewDiePie. It looks like PewDiePie has gotten jacked. That's right, this guy has a legit six-pack now. So PewDiePie's wife Marcia posted a picture on her Instagram today showing PewDiePie here, and what happened to PewDiePie, dude? And so many memes were created about this on PewDiePie's subreddit today. And I think for any guys that go to the gym regularly, you know that this is actually pretty hard to get. I mean, especially legitimately without taking anything. Scott tweeted out saying PewDiePie really deleted Twitter and got jacked. Okay, so let's talk about something a little bit more serious here. So our next story today comes from H3H3 and Keemstar. I'm sure many of you know that Ethan from H3H3 made a video exposing Keemstar. Keemstar then responded yesterday with a video called H3H3 Lies, and just today H3H3 responded back to Keemstar with a video called Nuclear Fallout.
Well, I have a support group around me, and I can't wait for you to see them because they're really pissed off at that video you uploaded for multiple goddamn reasons. Good luck, Ethan, because you're gonna fucking need it.
And this is the line that I want people to remember more than anything else in this video. This is the most potent image of Keemstar you can ever see. You crossed me, I will destroy you. You have a support system, I have a hate system. And now I am turning the machine in all of its full force towards you.
Now, I'm sure many of you know that in Keemstar's response video, he calls out H3H3 for trying to take down his sponsorships because obviously G Fuel has since dropped Keemstar. Well, in Ethan's response here, he shows a video from the Twitter account known as Comment. Now, this has over 1 million views on Twitter, and what this video shows is Keemstar actually trying to take down another YouTube channel's sponsors here in his own Dromler. Just watch this.
And another thing you did in this video is an absolute first for YouTube. You went after my sponsors. Today we're going to be looking at Soar Gaming. Now, Soar Gaming is a channel here with 618,000 subscribers. Many of these teams are big. They have lots of sponsors, and at the same time, they're being racist, homophobic, and trying to convince other children to kill themselves. That's right, encouraging suicide. Like, this has never happened before, but it's happening now. And they are sponsored by Elgato, Loot Crate, Scuff Controllers, and CyberPower PC.
People then started to show old tweets of Keemstar back in 2019 where he went after a Twitch streamer sponsor saying, and another thing, I know exactly what you did to me on Twitch and I'm going to remember forever. And I have some interesting stuff to show your goddamn sponsor. Now, a huge update just came out from this story. It looks like Old Spice, one of H3H3's well-known sponsors, has dropped H3H3. That's right. Hotep tweeted out saying, update, Old Spice has terminated their partnership with H3H3 Productions. Hi, we wanted to follow up and assure you that Old Spice is a brand committed to equality across race, religion, gender, and sexual orientation, and we object to bias of any kind. We have taken immediate action to terminate the partnership and are activating the appropriate steps to ensure that this does not happen again. Now, I've contacted Ethan about this, and he has since confirmed to me that yes, Old Spice really did drop them. So just like how Keemstar lost his G Fuel sponsorship, many haters went after Ethan, and they went after his sponsors, and it ended up working. I mean, Old Spice literally dropped Ethan now, which is very, very scary stuff. And Keemstar responded saying, told you guys not to do this. Please do not go after any of H3's sponsors. I do not want this shit from our community. Yes, I know there's an old drama talking about Soar sponsors. That's the video that Comic Cop showed, but that was 5 years ago before there was even a commentary community. Don't do this. Some more people on Twitter said they were going to spam some of H3's other sponsors like Zoomies, and Keemstar responded back saying, please do not. Jaden tweeted out saying, the more you say don't go after his sponsors, the more your supporters will do it. Pretty sure you're aware of this and just using reverse psychology to get your supporters to do this. Now, the YouTuber Eddie Burbanks had an interesting opinion on this. He says, who decided that YouTube sponsorships were this untouchable sacred thing? I would understand AdSense or Patreon or PayPal, but sponsorships, especially for wealthy YouTubers, why is this some new rule that you could never call into question the ethics of sponsoring someone? The YouTuber Too Mad responded saying, oh no, they're going to do it to smaller creators. Yeah, not really. Keemstar being shielded by that argument while he continues to on our community and bringing us as a whole into his orbit of drama, literally ruining lives. The YouTuber Tipster tweeted out saying, this is not a good take. It's sponsors today, AdSense, Patreon, and PayPal tomorrow. Under no circumstances is this a take we should be having, period. Now, one of Keemstar's well-known friends in the YouTube community known as Cabos, this guy has over 1 million subscribers. He made a video recently called The Truth About Keemstar Exposed.
And yes, I know I'm friends with Keemstar, so a lot of people are automatically going to write this video off. However, even if you're an Ethan or a Keemstar fan, I ask that you watch this video because I'm going to be showing how Ethan has left out a lot of crucial information in this video that you guys deserve to see.
So Kavos actually defends Keemstar in this video, and he says here that H3H3 is leaving out vital information to the story. Now, the YouTuber Nicholas Dioro tweeted out saying, everyone who's saying that it's good a new audience is hearing about the things Keemstar has done should not have a problem also sharing Kavos' video, as it also adds all the omitted context. So this is so much more concerning than I originally thought. It looks like everyone involved in this drama, both Ethan and Keemstar, are now losing sponsors. Sponsors are dropping because of this current drama and because they're both having so much controversy surrounding them. I mean, it is absolutely insane that H3H3 lost a sponsor over this. Now, our next story today comes from KSI. So KSI just came out with his new album today. It's called This Simulation. This is a huge deal. Now, so far, this album is doing insane. I mean, you had 50,000 people streaming this at the same time after it got released, and it is interesting to see if KSI is going to evolve as an artist, at least in popularity, over this album. But our next story today actually comes from Leafy. So Leafy posted a video today, and in this video, Leafy calls out ImAlexx, and he claims that ImAlexx is being a hypocrite here. Just watch this.
Leafy is yet to respond. He's just kind of on holiday, or a vacation as he calls it, also known as crying on your room for 10 hours straight.
I just think, you know, I wanted to say something. I wanted to put it out. I feel like honesty is important on YouTube.
Honestly, I don't like anything about you. I don't like your face. I don't like your videos. I don't like the way you dress. I don't like the way you talk. I don't like anything about you. And even if you cured cancer, I still don't even think I would like you, because something about you I just don't like. So fuck you. No funny, no joking. I honestly wish the worst for you.
Crying on your room for 10 hours straight. Crying on your room for 10 hours straight. Crying on your room for 10 hours straight.
I'm back here in this tiny fucking room. And everything's just gone back to the beginning again.
So after this video, ImAlexx didn't respond on Twitter, but he did post a joke tweet here saying the fifth e-boy is Leafy. Give him a warm welcome, guys. Now, our next story today comes from the YouTuber known as Boblax. Now, Boblax tweeted out saying, oh, this is sad, no play button. And he shows here that YouTube is telling him that he cannot get a 100,000 subscriber play button. Now, our next story today comes from the YouTuber known as Blair White. Now, if you don't know, Blair White is a very big YouTuber. Recently, she has been under fire. People are saying that she is racist, and they showed actual private DM conversations here with her saying the N-word. Jojo Siwanator posted on Twitter saying, I deleted the original, and since being unblocked, I've screen recorded for proof. Now y'all can stop defending this racist. Blair White used the hard R and calls Peaches a beast. She also doesn't support certain trans individuals, and she shows a DM conversation here between her and Miss Blair White. Now the issue here is that these DMs are completely faked. The YouTuber John Swan tweeted out saying, these DMs are 100% fake. I cannot believe that you would create fake messages to try and ruin someone's career and gain a little bit of extra internet clout. And he posted this video on Twitter. Just watch this.
You know what I find really disgusting? People faking DMs in order to gain a little bit of extra internet clout. And this recent case from the esteemed account Jojo Siwanator is no exception. This video that they've posted is apparently calling Blair White a racist, showing her using the hard R in a message. I don't even know why you believe that straight off the bat, but a lot of people seem to believe it since it has 1.2k likes. And these DMs would be pretty damning if they were real. But unfortunately for Jojo Siwanator, they are not. Let's pull up Premiere over here. Now, I've imported the original DMs into Premiere. This is the original video, downloaded straight from Twitter and put in. Up to this point here, it all looks pretty real until the transition between the messages and the details panel. Over here, let's just do some quick frame-by-frame analysis. We can see here, why does one part of the message transition before the other part, and why do the DMs black out? It's almost like this person's never DM'd Blair White before, and these are just superimposed on top. Wow, that's amazing. Well, you know, I didn't want to make any assumptions. I thought, okay, I don't have an iPhone 10 or above. That's what this has been recorded on. I use Android, so I'm going to need to have some sort of a comparison so I can see what we're dealing with here. And my good friend Rag Reynolds did a little screen recording for me. This is an actual Instagram DM, and transitioning to the details tab does not cut out one part of the message, and the whole message transitions over, not just one part of it. These DMs are not real. People are just believing stuff without any evidence whatsoever and seem to forget that photo and video manipulation exists. I don't, like, just come on, use your brain, okay? Blair White isn't a racist. She's not using the hard R. Honestly, these people. It's quite funny. I'd recommend you delete your original tweet, Jojo Siwaneda. It's not legitimate.
Now, if you don't know, Blair White has deleted her Instagram and Twitter over the past few days because of these allegations, but just this morning she decided to reopen her accounts, and she tweeted out saying, "So when you guys kill someone with this cancel culture shit, when will you be appeased? Asking for a friend. If I didn't have a good support system, my fiance, a couple friends, and supporters willing to defend me, I can't imagine the places my mind would have taken me in the last 48 hours. This isn't to seek pity, I'm just being 100% transparent. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years and I've developed a pretty thick skin. What about the people who don't? What about my teenage supporters who received kill yourself DMs over the situation? You guys are doing the most. I'm far from perfect and there's plenty of legitimate criticism over the 4 years that I've lived my life online. I'm human and you can only expect humans to be human, but going to this extreme of a length to break someone, I'm glad I'm strong." Now, our final story today comes from the streamer and YouTuber Pokimane. So I'm sure many of you know that Pokimane got into a lot of drama recently because she actually went after a YouTuber's sponsorships on her stream. Okay, obviously a lot of people got upset over this.
And I will say, for this company to sponsor a video that's literally 20 minutes of talking shit about me? Oh, is this a video where some random dude behind a VR machine calls a girl a thought for 20 minutes? Really want to put my logo on that one.
So all of this Pokimane controversy has sparked a discussion in the community about harassment of female streamers. A lot of female streamers do feel like they get harassed too much, and Pokimane tweeted this out today. She said, "You can say what you want to say without being disrespectful." The streamer Jess Brohud responded saying, "Wait, so you don't have to insult someone's appearance, gender, sexuality, etc. just because you disagree with them? I think this is going to be news to a lot of keyboard warriors out there." Pokimane responds saying, "Breaking news, you can disagree with someone without having to call them a thought ho e-girl." Slip responded here saying, "Respectfully, the way in which you exploit lonely men for donation money is predatory in nature, and I think you should be limiting what you accept from them. They are getting the same rush one gets from a gambling addiction by donating. Gambling addiction is bad, so is a donation addiction." Pokimane responded saying, "Just because I stream on Twitch doesn't mean I exploit lonely men for money. If you have any evidence of me doing so, then please say so. I don't create personal relationships with my donors, nor do I exchange anything else for money, but a thank you." Dakota responds saying, "It's not too far-fetched for me to think that there's probably a few out there that virtually treat you like a girlfriend. They get to donate so they feel like they provide, they can openly say they love you, and most likely hear the words back. Things like that." Pokimane responds saying, "I agree, there are probably people like that out there, but all I can do is try to discourage that sort of pattern and behavior, which I try to do, and not feed into it." And that's it for our video today, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you later. Peace.